making your way in the world today. You really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to two guys brew ha ha. Cold Street Brewery and Full Buddy Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode? All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Buddy Cast Presents and Cold Street Brewery Presents BrewHaha with Sean McDonald and Cold Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington, 98022. These episodes, we talk about brewing, brew type topics, and even local events. And
beer, local events.
Beer, yeah. So
support local.
We do that. So please wear your hoodies, your Full Buddy Cast hoodies, or even take yourself in, hashtag Full Buddy Cast. Take yourself at Cole Street Brewery, get 50% off your order. Sean, we got the beer of the week again.
So we're doing another one that I don't make this. This is from 20 Corners, which is up in Woodinville. They're a great spot. They do Ghost Trees Hazy IPA. It's another one, like, I get that asked. There's two questions that get asked the most, and that's, do you have an IPA? Second question, do you have a hazy IPA? I don't do that many hazy IPAs, so I always try and have an option for people. This isn't a can, so it's much easier for me to just have it on stock at any time and just pull it out. They're great guys up at 20 Corners. They do a lot of like brew events and that sort of thing, so you've probably seen them around. And this is a great example of a hazy IPA.
Yeah, and then I actually opened this a little bit better this time. All right, let's go.
This one's a little bit tamer. So the Red Hook was like a little more on the hoppier side.
Yeah.
This is on the lighter side. This is more what most people expect from a hazy IPA. It's kind of on the sweet side, easy drinking. Obviously, you can't look through it, but
yeah, no, it's good. I like it. You know, Sean, I mean, not to knock these guys. I like your beers a little bit more, but hey,
it's because it's local. So this is a little out of our area. I mean, Woodinville's quite a ways from here, but that being said, it's still Washington beer. Always support anything, Washington.
6.5%. I like the cover of it too. It's got
it's a lot of trees. That's the other thing, is ghost trees. So it's like it's the woods theme, like that kind of fits into our area.
Yeah, way cool.
So wait, hold on.
Sorry,
it's Monday morning, right? And it's the 11th. Wait, what are you doing tomorrow? What do you got going on tomorrow night?
On the 12th?
Yeah, specifically at like 3:15.
Do you really want to know?
At City Hall.
Okay.
Our mayor will be giving away the key to the city.
To?
Do you know who he's giving it away to?
Bobby Martinez.
He is giving it away to
Thomas Savio.
No.
Ricky Martin.
REO Speedwagon, baby.
Are you serious? How
yes.
So?
Our mayor is giving away the key to the city to REO Speedwagon.
That's crazy. Why?
Tuesday.
Why? I mean, like, did they count? Did they like?
Because they love Enumclaw. Because they've spoken about Enumclaw in their lyrics.
Oh, really? I don't know. You don't know.
I honestly don't even know. But I do know that our mayor is giving away the key to the city to REO Speedwagon tomorrow night. 3:15 the event starts, so
that's
probably
awesome.
Like 4 o'clock. He's probably going.
I might try. I'm flying back from Vegas that day, so we'll see. But the cool thing about that is that if you were mayor, like, you could do that stuff. Like, let's say that was just his favorite band in the entire world. He's like,
yeah, I feel like it is.
And he contacts him, was like, hey, I'm the mayor. I got to do like a key to the city.
I have a key. I need to give it away to somebody.
Yeah, you interested?
You want it?
And they're like, heck yeah, dude, let's do it.
Yeah, why not? We'll roll to Enumclaw. They have a concert at the White River that night. So.
Real quick, what band, if you could choose, if you're the mayor, to give the
What style?
Key to any style that you
No,
feel.
I mean, what style of music? Tell me.
That's what I'm saying. Any style that. Okay.
So I have. So actually, so it's been over a month now. But first concert I've gone to in a long time. Obviously, COVID got in the way of that. But I don't really go to very many concerts. But there is one person that I've looked forward to for a long time. And it just I've always connected to it. I went to Luke Combs' concert.
Oh, nice.
So I actually bought tickets for him in San Diego, or San Jose, California, Northern California, Middle California. And it was 2019 going into 2020, and it got postponed because of the whole COVID thing. And then he moved his concert to like Eugene, Oregon. But then it was right after they did the whole, you need the vaccination verification and all these things. And I felt like there's so much confusion going on. Like I didn't know what the rules were. I'm like, I'm just going to pass on that. And each time we actually got a little boost. Like we got extra money coming back. So I went to Luke Combs in Seattle. And anybody that went to that concert knows that we got rained on.
Oh,
because it is Seattle.
Spoiler alert.
I had tickets on the floor. We were in the first row before the pit. Like literally, there was nobody in front of us except for the pit people. Right. When we got to Seattle, we had some drinks outside. Beautiful day, sunny, warm. Get inside. As soon as inside, starts drizzling.
Uh-oh.
But it's a nice warm day. And you're like, well, the first acts were kind of like, but then as we progressed on, and especially after Luke was on stage, oh my God, didn't even feel it. Like there's some pictures of the lighting from stage out to the crowd, and you just see he is getting drenched. There's downpour.
Whoa.
And at the time when it was on the big screen, I was like, then I look up, I'm like, am I really getting rained on? But I have always loved Luke Combs because I followed him on YouTube.
Prior to him being a superstar.
Yeah, right. And he didn't start writing lyrics until he was like 30, 32, something like that. He, worked at a bar, lived above a bar, was like a bar back, and then became a bartender, and then kind of just started. He didn't know how to play a guitar. He's still in between, but he can play a guitar, and started doing that. And so a lot of his songs kind of connect to like where I'm at, where he went from the bottom to where he's at now. And he's super, he believes in hands up, not hands out.
Right.
And he respects where he came from. And I love that. Always connected to him. First concert I've gone to in a long ass time. It was an amazing concert. I got soaking wet, but didn't even notice it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You shared your heart there.
Sorry. Yeah.
It was nice.
You're welcome.
It's good. It wasn't just like informative, but it was like vulnerable. I got a tear in my eye.
So
plus my eyes are killing me.
If I had to give a key to the city,
me. Thank you.
It would be
you. I would give it to you, but
well,
I guess you'll give it to Luke Combs.
I would give it to Luke Combs because I do connect to him. He is a Southern boy, so I don't know if he'd really fit kind of into our thing. But that being said, it's just like connecting to him.
Luke, if you're listening, reach out. Sean's got a key to the city for you.
His wife is pregnant, and he's going to probably going to take a year off, more or less. You got never make music again.
Yeah, so. you could bunk him up for a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's in.
He's always welcome in my place.
Dude, how sweet would that be if like somehow he listened to this and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go down there.
And I totally agree with you. Beer is the only thing in this world that has never broke my heart.
I don't know if I've ever.
Beer never broke my heart.
Oh, you're telling him that.
That's lyrics to a song.
I thought you were talking to me, and I've never said that before in my
Football
life.
teams and debutantes, but
a bad beer
never broke my heart.
A bad beer has never broke your heart.
Beer has never broke my heart.
But a bad beer has ever broke your heart.
No, it's never broke my heart. I just moved on.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
It never stole my heart. It tried to grab my heart and was like,
dude, that's
no,
a good point.
You fucking suck.
That's a good point. I would still give it to you.
Okay.
We've got some upcoming events coming up that I feel like are nicely themed. I kind of want to ask you some things. We've probably talked about this before. My favorite event, and here's the cool thing. I've shown my kids movies that I really liked, and half of them they really liked, and half of them they thought was pretty dumb. I've shown my kids that, hey, look at this, my favorite music, or this video game from my childhood, or this cool thing, and half of them, they've liked, and half of them they think it's pretty dumb. The King County Fair is like
hometown fair.
It was my favorite thing growing up. Is when I learned freedom. Parents would just drop you off. So here's like $30. Go have fun. You walk around, eat your elephant ear, go play, get on rides, go see stuff. It's. I loved the freedom of it, and running from ride to ride on Bracelet Day. Now every day is Bracelet Day, but when they had Bracelet Day, it was so good. And then,
it was like a 2-week long thing when we were kids.
Yeah, and they had good music then. Yeah, now it's Thursday.
We had Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was there.
Yeah, I think we had Shania Twain show up at some point.
Steve Miller Band was there.
Yes, I think they had.
There's some big names that played that. Well, big names then.
Yeah, back then it was like 7 days, like you said, 8-9 days. It was long. It was 10. And it was good weather, and people from all over would drive. Puyallup Fair was still bigger, but this was like there.
So we were the county fair. Puyallup was the state fair.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Well, no, they were the...
Yeah, so
what about Monroe? What was Monroe?
Well, it's still called the state fair. The Puyallup Fair is still called the state fair, and they have people from the Eastern Washington and Western Washington competing there for livestock and all that stuff. The Monroe Fair is county fair, I want to say.
Is it?
I think they still kind of like tag.
I thought it was the Evergreen State Fair, but I think it's not as big.
No.
But back to the King County Fair, the love that I have, my kids share the same love. Each kid loves it. Each child loves it. Now, let me ask you this. I'm sure that you guys got stuff going on. You guys always have stuff going on. But were you a 4-H'er? Were you there? Were you showing things? Were you part of like some like putting together the vegetable like display for like some...
No. That's at
Grange somewhere.
It is always kind of funny because my parents were dirt farmers, but I always did the opposite. So I showed cattle and rocketry. Those are the two main things. I did horsemanship or whatever too, but I wasn't super into horses. Horses are dumb.
Yeah. Plus the whole Eden Club thing, kind of get away from horses. You're like,
well,
now's my time.
That was prior to that whole issue.
Oh, okay. But still, I would distance myself.
Horses as an animal are kind of a dumb animal. They get sick over the stupidest little thing. Cows, they don't ever really get sick. Like, they can eat anything, and they can eat a license plate and be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
A horse, no.
Like, dogs are like the cows of the world, and cats are the horses. Horses are the cats.
Well,
a little more picky.
Dog eats a license plate, you're going to take it to the vet.
Yeah, but still, it's like, but the dog will eat a license plate.
Cow can eat a hammer. Or a wrench, no problem. Can a dog?
You have to reach in there and kind of pull it out?
No, you just put a magnet in there, and then once you butcher it, then you cut the stomach open, and you pull out the magnet, and you find your hammer, you find your wrench, find your license plate. Cows have 4 stomachs.
That's so
it's
funny.
In one of the 4 stomachs.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Regurgitate just...
Sorry, I don't want to get too deep
That's
into
good.
that.
I know that you even did that. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. No,
eat absolutely everything and anything and have no problem with it.
We're going to slaughter you in the next week. So here's a giant
drop a magnet.
Here's a magnet to eat.
Yeah, all that stuff sucks up to the magnet.
Dude, that's so funny.
It's a real thing. I'd send out a text right now and I could get some pictures if you want to.
Really? No, I'm good. I'm good. I like to eat my meat, but I don't like to. I couldn't do that.
That's in their stomachs, not in their meat.
No, not that so much, but just like the skinning and everything. Like everything that goes into it, I'm very impressed with butchers and people that I couldn't do it. I'm just not. I'm not.
You're
I could be
vegetarian. So
no. I said I could eat it.
So wait a minute. So when you go out and you chop down this, I don't know, sunflower, you chop it down and you're pulling out those seeds.
I don't know.
That's the guts.
Yeah,
right? You're pulling out the guts.
I'm
of
not
this plant.
vegan. I never said that.
I know, but it's the same thing.
No,
it's the same difference.
It's the same thing as me not being an ER doctor. I couldn't be an ER doctor.
Just because plants have green blood, not red blood.
Listen, pal.
It's the same thing. You're gutting a plant.
I get that. I understand.
You're gutting an animal. I mean, same difference.
I can't. That's okay. Now I can't gut sunflower seeds now. You way to ruin that one for me too.
You're welcome.
So anything fun going on for the King County Fair for
So downtown businesses are all decorating our front facade or whatever. We also have great T-shirts that got pushed out by the King County Fair. We're all wearing T-shirts supporting, showing the dates for it. Our front are going to be agriculture or some type of King County Fair.
Yeah.
So trying to support, bring back the love to King County. So the fair is kind of been really short, but that's because of the draw for it. If we can create more draw for it, if we have more people that are supporting it, they will support a longer spell. So I used to love that it was, 2 weekends, right? Because you might have something going on that weekend, but then the next weekend, maybe you don't, right? You have 2 options, right? And then during the week is the best time to go because there's not as much traffic. It's a little bit slower.
Yes.
You can get on the rides. You're not standing in line for freaking 30 minutes.
Yes.
The food lines, right? We've also been constricted on how many food vendors are there. And so then you're standing in line for like 30, 40 minutes to get food. You're like, come on, right? But it's mainly we need to draw up more support for it. We need to make this our fair again, where like we have a fair in our town.
It was on the brink of death during that recession.
It is super. It's super lucky that we still have it.
We still have it. Yeah,
at all.
There was a point where during the recession. I know we're heading into one. Yay!
Yeah.
But the one that we had back in 2008, 9, and 10, it was like the longest running county fair west of the Mississippi, and it was almost done until someone stepped in and they at least put bouncy houses there.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even have, they had like maybe
they
3
didn't have
food
rides,
trucks.
They
had bouncy houses and
just
like
to continue it through this little dry spell.
4-H needed to have it happen so they could qualify for the state fair. So that's helped keep it going. But it was very low.
You just brought up a lot of great. There's so many elements to this fair that people don't realize that there's so many things that connect this to so many other things that without this, it's like that cobblestone between our streets.
Yeah,
that we need it there, and that's why we can't afford to lose it. We need support to it.
Exactly. So,
and that's why downtown Enumclaw, we're 100% like super focused on the King County Fair this summer to try and draw more like information to it. Like this is what's going on. You got to go out there. You got to support it.
Yeah. So please go do that. I got to sneeze. It's a healthy sneeze.
Bless you.
Dude, here's the thing. We haven't had good weather in the past 3 months. And so all my hay fever's coming back. Wait,
are you saying it's nice out?
It's nice out.
Is it nice today?
It's nice today while we're recording.
Oh.
While we're recording.
I tried to catch you on that.
Yeah, but
who knows?
But July 11th is probably going to be a nice day too.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, this is live, by the way.
I hope it's going up on the uptick.
Dude,
we're supposed to have
too.
a really super hot summer.
And
bring on the summer.
I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, obviously, I don't like it.
I don't like hot.
But
I think we talked about this before. So I love cold because I can add layers.
Yeah.
Once I get hot, how many layers can it take off till can't take off a layer?
But I can't stand consistent. I'm ready. I went to Arizona for like a week, and by day 3, it was hot. By day 3, I was like, my body had adjusted to the heat, and I was loving it. It was hot, but I was like, this is way better than going outside, being 48 degrees, and just like gray.
We have had a really crappy spring.
Yeah, so.
Beginning summer, yeah.
I agree. I hear what you're saying. Believe me, I any excuse for me to wear a hoodie, I'm down. I've got plenty of hoodies, so I've got one each week now. In fact, I've kind of like dove into my own stash of full body casts. Like I'm like before, I just grabbed like one for myself, and then I was like not one of each color, just one. And then I started wearing that. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that blue one. I'm gonna grab that blue one. I have not grabbed a pink one yet. That's the only one I haven't grabbed.
Why not?
Yeah,
not man enough to wear pink.
I'm not. I don't think I'd wear it as much. But who knows? Maybe it'll make my eyes pop. Back to the King County Fair. Memories from last year. I'm walking around the ride area. Next thing I know, to the right of me is this bearded, beautiful man.
No way.
And he's like, hey,
What are you doing?
And then Sean and I got to enjoy like at least an hour of the fair together. That was nice. That was a fun
nice.
time. It's nice to
like perfect timing. It's always nice also going to a local fair where you run into people that you know.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm kind of skeptical. Do I really want to do this? I don't want to go on it with my kids.
Right.
I don't have kids, but with your kids, you don't.
I don't want you on that with my kids either.
You don't want to go down with your kids because you're gonna like freak out. But you and I can ride together, and if you freak out next to me, like, oh, okay, we're both freaking out.
The other thing is, I will see Sean 85% of the times I will see Sean, it'll be either in my podcast room and we're focused, we're recording, we're talking about what we're going to talk about, and then he's out and I'm out and I'm doing my thing. Or I'm at the brewery and he's focused on his job, he's working, he's focused on getting his crew going and making sure the customers are all happy. So he doesn't get as much time. So every rare times
it's more on like a work basis that we see each other.
Here at the Canadian Fair, we got to enjoy each other, talk, and then
kind of screw off.
Yeah, screw off. And then we actually were able to do that. I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. You and I were able to go with Jamie. We hit the town. We went to a few different local areas.
Yeah, we're testing the decibel levels on the different places.
That's right.
To be clear, my place is still the quietest.
Still the quietest. I don't think we even talked about that. I don't know if we can talk about that.
I feel like it was a great test for a personal level, not for like a public
sharing it. Yeah,
but
and then we got to play.
I still have the quietest place.
We got to play at Cole Street Game Vault. We got to play that Catan and all.
Oh yeah,
that
the
together.
3D Catan. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
First time I ever played Catan.
Yeah,
played with Travis, and we played it on a 3D board.
Yeah.
And then I was invited to somebody else's house, and they're like, hey, do you want to play some Catan? And they pull out this thing, and they take out these like cardboard little things, and they put like, I'm like, what is that?
This is a Catan.
Well, this is like, no, it's not. Like, where are the things? I was super spoiled the first time I played.
Spoiled.
3D.
That was like a $300 board game thing too that we had play on. And now here's the other thing I'm finding out: Sean is turning into kind of family board game night type of things going on for you.
Yeah, I do once a week board games. So, and every week we play 2 games, and the first one is what we played the previous week. And then the second one is a brand new game. So then the following week we play that brand new game a second time, and then So
now I know a lot of that's luck here and there for the like cards you draw and dice you roll, but I feel like you're the type of person that in that week where you had just played a game and then you're going to play it in the next week,
I create a strategy.
You're kind of strategizing just a little bit.
I'm not competitive at all. I don't know what you're talking about. The first time we play it, I fucking win. All I do is win.
I gotta win.
No.
Yeah, I gotta destroy. I don't just win. I have to destroy.
There are certain games that I still can't grasp the concept. Like I don't understand it, but
you still go with it.
I love games.
Yeah.
I've always been a game person. It doesn't matter, card game, board game.
Yes, me too. Agreed.
Whatever, video game, any games. I'm all about games. That I will try every game. And I will try it a minimum of 3 times before I actually pass judgment on it. The first time is like, oh God, like, okay. The second time is like, okay, I'm trying to adjust. The third time is where I pass judgment. Like, I either like it or I fucking hate it.
You're a man of 3. I think you were the one that said, hey, when you sip a beer, because if you sometimes you go from an IPA to a sour to something, you get some fruit. You don't pass judgment on that first sip.
You have to adjust your palate.
Yes.
Then your second one's kind of like, all right, I'm getting there. And then the third one is where you actually have a taste of it.
Yeah, and so
you should never judge on the first.
There we
you should
go.
Never judge on the second. It's the third one where you're like, yeah, no, not for me.
Yeah, so that's
how it is for me.
It's how you live your life.
Yeah.
You should go to the car dealership. You get in a car, test drive it once.
Yep. Come back the next day.
Test drive the same car again.
So we got to push this out. So test drive it. Come back the next week. Test drive it. Come
same
back
car.
the third week.
Test drive, and then
Right. Yeah.
Because that's the thing. When you get into a car for the first time, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I need this right now. I'll pay anything.
It's at the same time, it's like your sensors are like over. Like there's too much going on. Like I can't see it all at the same time. Right. I don't understand everything's going on. You need to
that's so smart.
Adjust, right? And then the second time you're like, okay, I've caught on to like the driving aspect. Now I'm starting to look at like the outskirts, like the extra bells and whistles. And then the third time you go in there, you're like, all right, I've drove it. I've already kind of looked at these bells and whistles. What else do I have? What is the price of this? No, bullshit. I'm out.
Right.
Right.
Gone.
Yep. So you need to take that time to, just adjust to everything that's going around in your, can't just fly by the seat of your pants.
No, see, we're going to call this the Sean Rule of 3.
Rule of 3. There you go.
Sean's Rule of 3.
3 strikes.
Yeah.
Strike 1, cool. Strike 2, strike 3, fuck, I'm out.
You're out at that point. Got to swing away at some point. All right, so anything like we can kind of tease people with that's coming up possibly in August or
there's a
September?
lot of things coming on August. So Cowboy's Night Out is in August, August 13th. August is a great month. It's big time summer. We guaranteed summer.
Good weather like all the time. Are you back to 7 days? That's a few people have asked me. Yeah,
I'll be back to 7 days, and I can't say right now because we're a little ahead of time. But in July, I should have the brewery location is open.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely do events, so we might have some private events where we kind of like private
have to
events.
shut it down for that one area.
But we're open down there, and 7 days a week. In August, August 13th, we are, so there's Cowboy Crawl, which is an annual thing that happens every year. Magical Events puts this on. It crawls between the different bars and that sort of thing. You dress up as cowboys or cowgirls. They have prizes each bar. They have a concert at the end with Dakota Portman. And that's at the intersection of Initial and Cole Street, which is 1 block away from my location. But that being said, in the morning, we're also doing a brand new thing, and this is in conjunction with the Enumclaw Pro Rodeo, which is at the end of August. It's on August 30th. So from the 28th through the 30th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They are sponsoring a kids crawl. So, and I'm working. I don't have kids,
but you're still working it.
I'm the one that's also putting this on and creating this. So we're going to do a bunch of fun things. So first of all, it depends on the age group that we're doing. So we have young kids, and then we have like medium-sized kids.
Yeah.
Right. So the young kids, we're going to do like decorate the broom as like a little horsey, and we're gonna do like a whole show thing. You can show through it. We're also gonna do competitions where we're gonna put out barrels, like barrel racing your broom horse. Then we're also gonna create a bucking chute. So we have those bouncy balls that you grab onto, and then we built a whole chute.
Yeah.
So you get in there, and then you gotta buck it out there, and you gotta last 8 seconds, right? And we have prizes for all these things.
Nice.
Sponsored from the Pro Rodeo.
Beer.
No, this is for kids.
Oh,
so mainly the prizes are to get into the rodeo for free or discounted, depending on what they're giving away. And then we have a roping booth. We have 6 to 8 different booths of different things that kids can do that are cowboy related, like cowboy rodeo related, and it's sponsored by the Enumclaw Pro Rodeo. And there's great the rodeo queens will be out there dressed in their nines, showing off like the different stuff that they do, how they support the community, and it's gonna be a lot of fun with cowboy themed events. So bring your little ones down there for that, and age groups are from 1 to 13, give or take. And we have events for each one of those age groups. We're going to bracket it. And then take them to the babysitter or drop them off at home. And then the adults event starts at 3 p.m. So the kids event starts from noon to 3. And then the adult event starts from 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. with concert and, drink specials at the different bars, all that stuff. So that is August 13th. Cowboy kids crawl in the morning, and then Cowboy adult crawl in the evening. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The thing I like about Sean is that the guy can filibuster. I asked him, like, hey, you got to keep that rolling a little bit. I got to go do something. Dog comes running in. Friggin', he doesn't even miss a beat. He just cutting it loose. So,
Well, I think everybody noticed because you weren't like...
Yeah, I wasn't like, hey,
you were
go,
hacking.
cool.
You weren't hacking in the background, right? That's
true.
what happens when you're in the room.
Very
with
true. Very true. Okay, so you got the Cowboy, what's it called?
You got the kid crawl
kid
in
crawl.
the morning from noon to 3, and then the Cowboy crawl from 3
And that's
to
August
10.
13th.
13th, Saturday the 13th.
Saturday 13th. And then anything else to tease? Anything else to tease? Or if you said August is a good month, you got some things coming up. So
man, there's so many things. So like I said, the pro rodeo, Enumclaw Pro Rodeo is happening
last month. That's right.
Of
last
August. Week. And it's the last weekend of August.
Okay.
It's the weekend before Labor Day because the first weekend of September is Labor Day. So Cole Street Brewery will be the I don't even know how to word it, but will be the
a sponsor.
We're the central pro rodeo. So if you want to buy pro rodeo tickets, you can stop in.
Oh, okay. Pro Rodeo Central. We'll just call it.
Yep.
Yeah, just come on down and grab tickets.
So you can grab tickets from us. You can also meet a lot of the competitors. So we're gonna have competitors in there in and out. I know it's one of those like things. When I grew up in the rodeo circuit. I didn't rodeo, but I was connected to a lot of rodeo people, and it's like great coming back around. Like, hey, I have a spot where you can kind of hang out and drink some beers and talk some shit about what you don't know what you're doing, but you just do it. You know, a lot of fun.
I like that. Okay, cool. And then you also have your August 1st, of course, the comedy, and then we talk about the cruise. Well, right on. And then, we're right pretty close to fantasy football. Are you going to be part of the Full Body Cast Fantasy Football League low key? Maybe we'll get a little of the host and some guests involved. Are you interested in that?
Well, I don't know if you want me to play that. I mean,
I do.
All I do is win, so I don't think you really want me involved. But yeah.
I'm thinking about kicking it around. You guys, let me know if you guys are interested. I'm kicking it around. I think it'd be something fun. We don't have to do we can even do like a live draft. Not everyone has to be there for the draft.
Do like an online draft.
Do it on your phone, while you're working. No big deal. Yeah. So, so I can catch you in for that.
And then we can talk shit later on.
Talk shit during the week. Yes, exactly. Like, oh yeah, you should have picked him up. Why didn't you do that, you idiot? And yada yada yada. And then it's a $1,000 fine though if you don't start somebody. Just so you know. So payable to me.
It don't matter to me. My if we can. So here's the thing. Here's my catch to that. So as long as the NFL starts actually posting people, it used to be probable.
Good point.
Likely,
Yeah. The Sunday morning at a scratch at 10 a.m., right? Yep. Like 9:30, right before the game.
So it used to be probable, questionable,
doubtful, out.
Yeah. Now it's probable or questionable.
Yeah.
And a probable can turn from a probable to an out. I'm sorry, that's a big change. No, that doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Well. Yeah. So as long as we build in something around that,
if you change your team name to doubtful.
So my biggest thing is I should be able to change that in my lineup.
Yeah.
Like if it's out and I look at this game and the game hasn't started, I know it's out. That's
of course you're gonna change it.
Ridiculous.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll cater to you a little bit. Maybe we'll make this the Sean's Fantasy Football League as well. Rule of 3.
No, I don't want to be involved. If it has my name on it, no, I don't want to be involved. I'll just be at the top. I'll be the commissioner of it, and I'll just lay down the hammer when people screw up.
Yeah, you just
if you put my name on it, I'll just commission it.
Oh, and
I don't need to have a team.
You won't have a team. You'll just go and then you'll just crush every soul there.
Or I'll just look at it like, oh, I need to change this score. You didn't start the right person. You need to take this person and start this person and take that person on the back. That's what we should do. We should create. Yeah. That's what we should do. We can create a football league, and then I overlook and that wasn't the best choice.
Yeah.
You should definitely have played this person, and I'll just switch it.
I'll just switch it out. You would have played this one if you would have known he would have scored 32 points. So
Yeah.
I'll take that off the. You would have done that.
Well, because you just don't know who this person is.
We call it hindsight league.
No, that wouldn't be fair because you can't do it after he scores a point. So,
well, you would have if you would have known.
Duh. That's not fair. So we'll make it a league where I just change people. Like you just don't know. You just don't know
Randomly.
You don't know. You should have played this. Maybe you didn't know.
That's good.
Whoops.
Yes, that's good. I want to play
Commissioner override at least one move on your team for you.
Yeah, that is a given.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Just have some loose cannon be your commissioner.
I'm gonna change this. Like, whoops, that wasn't a good move. Hey, but you won anyway. Oh,
hey, by the way, I know that you beat the team you're playing against by 0.5 points, but hey, I looked at it and figured you should have played this person instead. Yeah. So now we're gonna move you, and you lost.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. It's live. Like while it's happening, I'm changing the stuff.
That's hilarious. They should have thrown it to somebody else. They threw it to your guy, so because they threw it, they weren't meaning to throw it to that guy. We're gonna take those points away. All right, let's get the anything more before we sign off. You have anything more you wanted to add? I'm gonna go into the Patreons, and then we'll go into shout outs unless you have something.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to do some shout-outs too.
All right. So I took care of the most of the shout-outs on the last one, meaning I did it, but I'm going to go in reverse. By the way, shout out to Kellen Hall for and then Holly Graff and Eric Madrid. Top 3 longest Patreons that we've had. Shout out to them. Thank you very much. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, these guys, every month, they haven't canceled yet. And so they've been very good to me. So I want to say thank you for that and appreciate you guys. Adam Kenny Art as well. Seth Loop's been there for a long time. Desi B, Cassie Spencer. I remember talking to Cassie Spencer at you and me at Phil's one night playing cribbage. And then she was happened to be behind him. Like, hey, I got a Patreon. She goes, all right, I'm signing up. That was nice of her. Amanda Keating, longtime listener and supporter. Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly as well. Homer Robertson, Veronica Lara, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Apollo Doodle, Jackson Sidehook, Sasha Carey Lynn. Shout out to that was the one we've been to. Go check it out. Go look on the Full Buddy Cast Facebook page. We did a video where we were at Edison City Ale House. That's Sasha Lynn. Then Russell Brandon, I owe you a hoodie. I got a hoodie. It's sitting here. I got to drive it out to Buckley for you. Too far. It's too far for me to drive, but I'll do it. I'm going to do it for you. And then Thomas, you say it. Sauvignon.
Just like the wine. Cab Sauvignon.
Anyway, shout out to them. And then my main shout out this time around, and then I'll give it to Sean to end it. I'm going to shout out Rob Kenny, my uncle, Dad, How Do I?
Amazing dude.
Yeah, he's great. And
he's hooked on his fucking videos.
Yeah, and he
has so many amazing videos.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Like I know a lot of those things, but the angle he takes it, like, I never thought of it that way. That makes much more sense than how I was taught or how I thought about it, just how I think about it.
Yes, and he even says, hey, this is just a way. Doesn't mean it's the right way, but because everyone has a right way of doing something, right? Yep. It's kind of like I liked what you said too when you said that you were checking out breweries and learning as much as you can with merch and brewing and getting it out there. Like you were just soaking it all in. You were helping
take all the different angles, and try and make your perspective of it
exactly, and spin it yourself and work it for the best way for you. But when he was blowing up, that was kind of cool. I'd share a few things, but I never really I didn't want to jump on him and be like, hey, come on my podcast, and So I kind of let him be, and that was like a year and a half, and he hits me up and he goes, hey, do you want to start a podcast together, you and me? And so we're like in our 10th, 11th episode right now with
nice.
Dad, How Do I podcast. You can find that on Apple Podcasts and I almost said Cool Street Brewery. We actually came down to Cool Street Brewery. In fact, his cousin or his daughter, my cousin, she messaged me. Maybe there's something in the works, possibly. I don't know whatever happened to that. If there was any conversation, I hit you up when I was in Vegas when that came through. About possibly filming or something like that. That might have been. Yeah,
I'm always open to it. So we came to it, but we haven't actually
talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But anyway, shout out to him, and then go check out that podcast as well. It's more wholesome in the sense of what I'm usually used to. So
it's got a great bunch of information
Yes.
that, like I said, it's different things like how to change a tire. You're like,
Yeah.
I know how to change a tire. Then he goes through and like, well, shit, all right.
I guess I could probably
There's some stuff in there that I could definitely use
Maybe I
the
should-
next time
yeah.
I need to change the
change the
tire.
tire. There you go.
Not how I thought about it.
No. Yeah, like you'd jack the car up. I just try to take. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Roll it down a hill.
Trade it in. I usually just trade it in when I have a flat tire, so then I just get a new car. But only on the third
Call Les Schwab.
test drive. All right, Sean, what are your shout outs?
So I'm going to start at the top. So the mayor of our town, Jen
The King of Cold Street.
Molinara. So I won't say I was his biggest fan when he first got voted in. Honestly, when COVID happened, I kind of I had some not so happy thoughts about it, because I felt like as our mayor, he needed to step up and he needed to be outspoken about like, hey, this is what we're doing, and bring traffic down. But that being said, I truly respect the man because he took the opposite of what I would have done. Right, he took the more like laid back and started coming to our business meetings.
Oh,
started
nice.
coming like behind
Got
the scenes,
involved.
and he got very involved, but very low key. He didn't like
Try to
actually
force his agenda
and he didn't put it out there that he was involved.
Gotcha.
And so when we were discussing things, he'd obviously like say that the city is not going to support this sort of thing. I support it personally, but and I think that actually built a stronger mayor, because he went from the inside out rather than being the very upfront, outspoken, like, I'm the mayor, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Instead, he built up our town, which I 100% respect, because it made our town stronger.
Good.
Our
Cool.
town stood on itself, and then our mayor came up on top of it. I 100% respect him. He's been great. He's been super supportive, bringing different things in, like this whole REO Speedwagon thing.
Yeah.
I kind of joked about it, but
That's
it's
crazy.
It's him looking outside the box. During the campaign season, he sent some candidates to some of our different spots. Did they get voted in? Did they not? What position were they running for? Representative, legislation, all these different areas that are like not connected to our town. But he got that word out.
Yeah.
And brought it to our town. Super like outside the box thinking,
Good.
which was great. I just wanted to throw a shout out to our mayor. I feel like we need to support inside, our town, city council,
Yeah.
or, they're always trying to do different things to
Right.
try and more solidify our town and make our town stronger and stands on our own.
Nice.
That's my first shout out.
Okay.
Second shout out is Dana Wilcox. So this is another one. Dana Wilcox is the one that founded the whole Cruise Enum Club.
Yes. Okay.
And so during COVID, so her husband set the time record on the Salt Flats. He has
wow.
the fastest time in I don't know anything about cars, to be perfectly honest.
Just fast.
But the fastest
fast.
time on in the 4-wheel car, as far as I know.
Wow.
But some type of vehicle. So she has a connection to that, and then she put the word out like, hey, we have, antique cars, we have hot rods, we have the fastest car on the earth, and brought that to our town, which is great through COVID. But now we're moving out of COVID, and she's still super supportive. So she works at the one of the old folks' homes. I don't want to say the name of
Right.
it, but she's also doing all kinds of outside the box things. And she brought this to me, and this is why I want to bring it up on this podcast, because I feel like it fits into our whole thing. She's like, hey, if it's your last couple years on Earth, like, why not just go balls to the walls? Like, why not just do random shit?
Yeah.
Just have fun with your life.
Right.
So they did, they brought in like blow up whales, and they just rode around, and they put soap all over it. So it's like a bucking whale.
Yeah.
Like if you can stay on this whale, you get a prize.
Yeah.
Right. And super fun. And then I don't like to do this publicly. That's why I'm saying after it happened. But she brought strippers, and it's 55 and up. We got. And
it got accidentally. Here's the thing: it got accidentally posted to a few community groups because it wasn't an open invite to anyone.
It's for 55 and up.
Right.
The idea was like this retirement home. They want to just do what they've never done, right?
Right.
Like, and maybe some of them have, but for the most part, like,
right.
I mean,
yeah.
Look at where they were born and what the
decades
that they grew up.
Yeah, the era they lived in.
That was not acceptable.
A normal thing.
And now to them, like, I don't really care.
Right.
Like, putting up the middle finger to my kids. Like, I'm going to do whatever's fun.
Right.
So I'm going to have
some
very
looking. I'm just going to look.
Super great event. So the group that we brought is a Broadway / Vegas show.
Nice.
And very respectable.
Guess I'll be there. I guess I was there. Maybe I was performing.
Very respectable gentlemen that are in great shape, just mind-blowing shape. But my biggest point is she's thinking outside the box. She did that during COVID, helped our town, and she's taken that to like
taking risks.
And she's taking it to the old folks. Like we have nothing to we aren't embarrassed anymore.
Right?
Who
crazy.
cares?
Yeah.
We're gonna do whatever's fun. But shout out to Dana Wilcox and then Jen Marina.
Nice. Good shout outs.
Yeah.
Sean got a little was it this episode or last episode where he got a little vulnerable?
I know.
But then you got vulnerable in those shout outs too. I like that. It was good. You were speaking from the heart.
Wow. I feel like I always do. Especially. Yeah. There's certain people that you connect with. There's certain people that do a lot of things that don't get respect for what they do because they're the
whatever
behind the scenes. Like they're pushing other people up.
Right.
Great. Amazing.
Right. All right, and then hopefully maybe a couple episodes in the future we'll have some updates on some people that we've had on in the past. Maybe even it would be nice to have like an interview again.
Have a couple new people coming on. Yeah.
Yeah. Do an interview. Do like a whole.
We might even go to a brewery or something and do an on-scene sort of show.
It'd be crazy. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Enjoy your lives. Hope you had a great 4th because this is after the 4th, and then you enjoy the rest of the summer. Come down to the Cowboy Crawl and go to the King County Fair.
What are you talking about? Come down to Cold Street Brewery
and
anytime.
Go to Cold Street Brewery.
We're open 7 days a week.
The beers are hitting me hard.
We open it to weekends at noon. Till 10.
That's good. Okay, until 10.
Yeah.
All right.
Plenty of beers.
Love you guys. Take care.
Seltzers. Wine.
Do you have slushies out yet? Or are you going to have slushies?
Slushies, yeah.
Slushies are out.
Yeah.
I think that is
we have wine slushies and beer slushies.
Carrie Bentley's favorite is the margarita slushie, I want to say, or something else, whatever. Yeah. I think she's a big slushie.
We have the margarita, the mango. We have a wine, pink wine, sweet wine. Yeah.
You got it all.
And then we have one rotating one. Weekly rotates.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Have a great life. Love you.
All right. Cheers.
Making your way in the world today, you really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to Two Guys BrewHaha, Cold Street Brewery and Full Buddy Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go